Welcome to another gripping episode of our True Crime channel. In this video, we unravel the bizarre and haunting case of Gabriela Rico Jiménez, a young Mexican woman whose wild accusations against powerful figures and subsequent disappearance have left many puzzled. In August 2009, a frantic scene unfolded outside a luxury hotel in Monterrey, Nuevo Leon. Amid a backdrop of partying and revelry, a distressed young woman emerged, wearing a torn shirt emblazoned with the words, "Yum Yum." Her name was Gabriela Rico Jiménez, and she was about to make headlines with her shocking allegations and subsequent arrest. Gabriela, then 21 years old, began hurling accusations at some of the world's most influential figures, including the royal family, Disney executives, and Carlos Slim Domit, the son of Mexico's wealthiest man. She claimed they lived in a subterranean base, kidnapped children, and engaged in cannibalism. Her frenzied outburst quickly drew a crowd and prompted police intervention. The scene was chaotic. Gabriela shouted, "I wanted my freedom. Monterrey freed me, but it cost me a lot of work. And I was in Mexico City for a year and 4 months. All this began in mid-2001. I barely remember." Her claims were incoherent, ranging from demands for freedom to allegations of murder and cannibalism involving high-profile figures. Police officers swiftly restrained her as she continued to shout, "Carlos Slim Domit knew about this. I want my freedom." Her desperation was palpable as she accused the officers of complicity in heinous crimes. One of her most startling claims was, You were there. Go get the expletive. You killed Mourinho," referring to Juan Camilo Mourinho Terrazzo, a high-ranking Mexican politician who had died in a plane crash under mysterious circumstances the previous year. As the police attempted to take her away, her accusations became more gruesome. "They ate humans! Disgusting! They ate humans!" she screamed, struggling against the officers. Despite her protests, she was taken to an armored vehicle and driven away, never to be seen by the public again. The following day, a news report aired in Spanish, capturing the surreal scene of her arrest and the wild conspiracy theories she espoused. "This is the sad reality of young Gabriela Rico Jiménez," the newscaster narrated as viewers watched the visibly disturbed woman being taken away. The report suggested that Gabriela was sent to a psychiatric center, where she would remain indefinitely. Speculation about her whereabouts and the validity of her claims began to circulate widely. Despite rumors that she was a supermodel, no evidence supported this claim. The mystery of her disappearance and her dramatic accusations have kept the case alive in public discourse. In recent years, Gabriela's case resurfaced in a podcast by Mexico Unexplained, available on Apple Podcasts, sparking renewed interest and speculation about her fate. Despite the passage of time, no concrete information about her whereabouts has emerged since the initial reports in 2013. Many have focused on her mention of Carlos Slim Domit, who, along with his father Carlos Slim Helú, one of the world's wealthiest men, was implicated in her accusations. While there is no evidence to support her claims, the association with such powerful figures has fueled ongoing intrigue. Adding to the mystery, an alleged witness provided testimony on a blog called The Black Manic. Identifying themselves only as a law student, the witness claimed to have encountered Gabriela at an unspecified location after her arrest. They described her as full of despair, fear, and anguish, and recounted a bizarre interaction where Gabriela insisted that "we were all dead," and spoke of strange and unsettling things. The witness described how well-dressed officials arrived, dismissed Gabriela as a poor girl with a mental disorder, and removed her from the location. When the witness attempted to seek information about Gabriela from senior officers, they were met with denial and dismissal, leaving them unsettled and eventually prompting them to leave Monterrey. Since that fateful day in August 2009, any trace of Gabriela Rico Jiménez has been elusive. The video of her arrest remains one of the few pieces of evidence of her existence. Efforts by media outlets, including dailymail.com, to obtain more information from officials in Monterrey have yielded no new developments. Gabriela's story continues to captivate true crime enthusiasts and internet sleuths. Her allegations, though unsubstantiated, paint a picture of a young woman in profound distress, possibly suffering from mental health issues, but also raise unsettling questions about the events leading to her disappearance. One of the most intriguing aspects of Gabriela's case is her repeated mention of Carlos Slim Domit, the son of Carlos Slim Helú, a business magnate who has been one of the richest men in the world. Gabriela's claims about the Slim family's involvement in her plight have never been substantiated, and no public statements have been made by the Slim family regarding the accusations. Carlos Slim Domit, who serves as the chairman of the family's conglomerate, has remained a figure of significant power and influence in Mexico. The lack of any concrete connection between him and Gabriela's allegations has not stopped the speculation and conspiracy theories from proliferating. To understand the environment in which Gabriela's accusations emerged, it's important to consider the political and social climate of Mexico in the late 2000s. The country was in the throes of a violent drug war, with President Felipe Calderón's administration taking aggressive action against cartels. Juan Camilo Mourinho Terrazo, the politician mentioned by Gabriela, was a key figure in these efforts before his untimely death in a plane crash. Gabriela Rico Jiménez's mention of the plane crash in her frantic outburst adds a layer of intrigue to an already mysterious case. Her claim that she had spent 16 months in Mexico City aligns with the timeline of the crash, and her specific accusation that someone killed Mourinho ties her narrative to one of Mexico's most notable political tragedies. The atmosphere of corruption, violence, and power struggles created a fertile ground for conspiracy theories and public distrust of the elite. Gabriela's wild accusations, though lacking evidence, resonated with a population already suspicious of those in power. Gabriela's erratic behavior and unsubstantiated claims suggest that she may have been experiencing severe mental health issues. The nature of her accusations, focusing on cannibalism, underground bases, and powerful figures, aligns with symptoms of delusional disorder or other psychotic conditions. The chaotic and high-stress environment she described could have exacerbated any pre-existing conditions. Despite this, the handling of her case, specifically the lack of transparency about her fate, raises serious ethical and human rights concerns. If Gabriela was indeed suffering from mental illness, the appropriate response would have been treatment and care, not indefinite detention in an undisclosed location. More than a decade later, the story of Gabriela Rico Jiménez continues to be a haunting mystery. Her disappearance is a stark reminder of how vulnerable individuals can fall through the cracks of society, especially in environments rife with corruption and power imbalances. For true crime enthusiasts, Gabriela's case is a compelling puzzle that intersects with themes of power, mental health, and the search for justice. As we continue to explore and discuss her story, we hope to shed light on the broader issues it represents and perhaps one day uncover the truth about what happened to Gabriela Rico Jiménez. Thank you for joining us in this deep dive into one of Mexico's most baffling true crime cases. Stay tuned for more episodes as we continue to explore the dark and mysterious corners of the world. If you have any thoughts or theories about Gabriela's case, please share them in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.